Now, on the final rites of the passage for the late leader and founder of the Synagogue Church of All Nations, Prophet Temitope Joshua, has been today taking place here in Lagos. Expected to be a global event because of the extensive reach of his evangelical ministry, the authorities here in Nigeria have been paying particular attention to the burial ceremonies because of concerns around observance of the COVID-19 protocols. The spiritual leader and renowned philanthropist died on June 5th. And for us to have a conversation around his life and times, we're now being joined by the newest member of the Arise News family, senior producer, senior correspondent, and anchor, Oba Adeoye. Good to have you.
Yeah, good to be here. It feels so great to be here.
Yeah,
good afternoon.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
To the family.
To the family, yes.
Yes. Now, speaking of, you said right now the funeral ceremony is holding.
It's underway, yes.
What sort of a crowd are we seeing? You see the concerns around COVID protocols. Are we seeing a global crowd? Are they having some sort of a virtual hybrid event?
Yes, you remember that at the announcement of the burial rite for TB Joshua, the funeral committee announced that they were going to follow strictly the laid down COVID-19 protocols in order to being in alignment with what the government expects them to do. And so far, what we have seen so far, for the past 1 week or thereabout, that the rite have been underway, people have been complying with that. Of course, there's a problem with crowd control. TB Joshua was such a very huge figure in that area. When you even listen to some street urchins there, the one we call area boys there, saying that their own Jesus Christ just died. It shows how massive they perceive the man. And the crowd has been a very heavy one for the committee to manage. But what we have seen so far, they are trying as much as possible to ensure that the COVID-19 protocols are being followed to the letter. But again, just like you said, it's not just restricted to local people. People also, came in from outside Nigeria to attend the funeral. Great evangelists just like himself and other friends of his that he made while around.
Well, you speak of who the man was. He was a global tele-evangelist spanning across Africa, US, UK, Asia. But other popular Nigerian mega pastors, have we seen them? Have they made comment about him since he passed away? And does it point to the sort of controversy TB Joshua stood for?
TB Joshua is a figure of controversy in Christendom in Nigeria. If you have followed, the trajectory of his ministry right from time, you will see that he was not popular with other Christian leaders in the country, and that's because of his strange way of doing things. It was not aligned with the culture, the tradition of the church in Nigeria. The Christian Association of Nigeria, the Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, PFN, CAN, all of them at one point or the other have denied that TB Joshua was their member, and even their members, the members of these organizations, have spoken so badly of TB Joshua at one point or the other. But since the man passed, it has been a mixture of both positive and negative comments. A very popular pastor, someone in the Kenya, that Pastor Chris Okote, he also penned some statement as regards this man from his own perspective, saying that describing TB Joshua as a wizard, that's according to him, and which of course drew a lot of condemnation from people online who read that message. Some pastors have also they've spoken glowingly of TB Joshua. Even some Muslim clerics, they've also spoken so glowingly of TB Joshua. So it has been a mixture of all of this. But so far, since the funeral rite started about a week ago, we have seen some pastors, some religious figures attended, both from Nigeria and outside Nigeria. So the man, even in death, remained controversial.
Okay, well, give us a sense of, because I'm reading here that, it was founded in the Synagogue Church of All Nations, was founded in 1987 by him. Give us a sense of the genesis of that organization and what sort of a legacy he's leaving behind. Some have spoken of him as a one-man band. Is there a sense that someone is already being prepared to fill his shoes?
That's a lot of things put together. Let's start from, the origin of the church.
Yeah.
The man started out just like any other pastor, claiming that he had some spiritual calling to start the congregation. It started in a very strange way. It was a very small church back then in Ikotun, area, Ikotun was relatively not, as developed as it is right now.
Yes.
And, you start a church in Nigeria, you are sure to get members to attend. He had a couple of members who attended then. And over the years, the church started growing and people were being attracted from within and outside Nigeria. And before you could blink, you saw that you saw a very massive church. People started coming from all over the world, coming, and the man also rebranded himself. His appearance wasn't like this when he started. Okay. He rebranded, to get in alignment with what is a trend globally. And because of his claim to, facilitate miracles for people, trust Nigerians, even in other parts of the world too. People love miracles. And that has been the biggest attraction of membership for his church, what I've seen so far. We've had, prophecies from him. We've seen miracles being shown on TV, on his Emmanuel TV. We've seen miracles being reported in the papers. We even saw, big figures, public figures. Out there, Daniel Amokachi was there. Ghanaian President Atta Mills is another, candidate of that church. So the church has attracted people from far and near, especially when it comes to the matters of conducting miracles, giving people miracles. And you also raised the issue concerning, I think I missed that part. It's about
the
three
legacy
things.
And who will inherit.
Yes, the man is a philanthropist. He was a philanthropist, and there's no argument as regards that. People, his neighbors attest to that fact. Even up to today, people are still weeping. Some people still don't believe that TB Joshua had passed because of the kind of philanthropy that he engaged in. He was so friendly to people, the downtrodden, the people who are struggling, the dwarfs, the widows, the orphans, and the rest of them. Even people who are, relatively well-to-do in the society. Governor Rotimi Akeredolu attested to his philanthropy, when he spoke there, that even after winning his first time in office, TB Joshua had to put some money in his pocket and said, as a new governor, you will require money to entertain people. So he's living the legacy of philanthropy.
We have to go, unfortunately, over our day. Thank you so much. TB Joshua been buried today in Lagos. Our heart goes out to the family as well.